Yes, people, we are back live. Pardon me, we are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Tate Note, aka Man of the People, aka the People's Prophet. Large up to everyone who's supporting Sarcasm City TV in all in any capacity, I should say. Large up to everyone who's supporting. Please make sure you hit the like button on the video, share this across the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Like I stated, this is the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So this is the show where you lot in the comments run the show, and you get to ask us any sporting questions. So get your questions in. It can be football, it can be basketball, boxing, F1, NFL, UFC, whatever you want to ask about, get your questions in. And if you are a member of the channel, your questions take priority like a super chat. So if you see me go into the same names, you know why. Link for the membership is in the pinned comments. Of course, if you're a non-member and you ask a good question, I will get to it as well. And of course, if you super chat, I'll get straight to your comment or your question. But let's continue to bump up the likes, continue to share it, continue to subscribe to the channel as well. And as you can see from the title, Rodrygo double as Chelsea knocked out by Real Madrid in the Champions League. And one man that was there to witness it is now in the building. Timo, yes, Timo, what are you telling me?
Yeah, guys, welcome. All good.
You good?
All healthy.
You good? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying? What was the atmosphere like? It seemed from TV the place was rocking.
Even from the beginning, like, I understand the atmosphere. They're kind of like they're trying to improve the atmosphere when it comes to Champions League games, but I just think it didn't help at all what happened on the pitch, though.
Yeah, what happened on the pitch didn't help. I hear you. I'm saying, but we'll let Timo finish his food off for a second. Big up to Dennis, who says, question to Flawless and the panel. How much pressure do you think the Phoenix Suns have tonight? Oh, they're under immense pressure. You can't go 2-0 down. Both games being in Phoenix. It's not like they're both in LA and you're going taking game 3 and 4 back to Phoenix. You're taking game 3 and 4 back to Los Angeles. So it's very important that the Suns win today. Very, very important. They can't afford to lose today. Otherwise, that's an uphill battle. Because then you have to go out to LA and get something. I have to. You know what I'm saying? They got no choice if they lose those two. Because then because to win the series, they'd have to win in what's it called? They'd have to win one of those games on the road, at least. Big up to Black Diamond in the cup. Big up to United for life, as always. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on.
I just think that series we're going to go to game 7, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see going 7 games.
I say 7 games just purely because I feel like even with Kevin Durant, I'm not seeing that consistency that you know. I understand like Peter is a pro Phoenix Suns fan, but I just think I haven't seen that consistency enough that guarantee me to see that all right, they're the championship team, and they have problems kind of like on the court, in my opinion. Some of the players I think that that's not supporting KD and D-Book a lot this season, because I feel like what happened on Sunday, I just think they heavily rely on D-Book and KD. But that's from me the way I'm looking at it from that perspective. But yeah, it's an important. Well, do I think that they're going to get back tonight? I think they will, because purely like they have to look for a response for tonight.
Facts. I agree. Big up to United for life. Ahmed in the building as well. Ahmed, you good? Let me just run through these comments, but you blessed though, yeah?
I'm doing good, man. I'm always good, man.
Cool. Big up Black Diamond says like, share, subscribe, support your quality as you continue to get brilliant content on a consistent basis. Big up Black Diamond. Big up to Malcolm as well. Big up to United for life, who says Lampard lost all of his 4 games since he became the manager. Chelsea scored 1 goal in the last 6 games. Kante passing a through ball to Gallagher in the box with all the attackers. That was funny. Big up to Play Simple. Big up Bat of Krypton, not been around for a minute. Good to see you back. Says Flawless, you see Rodrygo cooking Chalobah. I did see that. Why Chalobah's dived in, I don't know. I'm a fan of Chalobah though. I think he's a good defender. But he just got caught. He shouldn't have dived in. What an absolute mess. Where do they go from here? Their issues, even if they would have got through tonight, Chelsea still have big issues. Even if they would have won the Champions League, they still have big issues. Hey, big up to my guy Eddie every single time. Big up to Abdi. Big up to Ivan as well. Large up to you. Yes, hit that like button and subscribe. Hey, Assad, good to see you here. You told me Chelsea were going through last night. What happened? Assad? You know what I'm saying? Don't come here trying to run jokes about the Chelsea lineup. Where's Matrix as well? You are Matrix. We're talking about Chelsea going through in this time. So where you like at? Big up Jack, who says yes, sir. Ravi as well. Flawless, were you surprised about the Chelsea lineup? Warrior says Warrior. No, I wasn't. I was not surprised. You wasn't surprised. Yo, you on mute, Ahmed? What are you saying?
Sorry, I wasn't speaking. I was just.
Oh, see, yeah. I thought
I
so.
don't know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
generally, I was going to talk actually about the Suns. Actually,
Yeah.
I was
We're gonna
hearing.
get. Go on.
I
Get to
think
it. Go
for
on.
me that it could be Tiano tonight. You know, there's something inside of me that's telling me it might be Tiano. Like, obviously, KD's a great player. Don't get me wrong. They're a very top heavy side right now, and the thing is, their center, DeAndre Ayton, man, he was not doing that well on a defensive glass. He had to get those rebounds, man. In the final few minutes, you have to get those balls, man.
Facts.
And you can't let that up. And because, bro, Russell Westbrook's smaller than him, and he's getting handled by him. That's not going to be happening to a top tier elite center. You just need to. You can't do that, man. And for me, you cannot be letting KD only have 2 touches in the fourth quarter. You need to give him more touches. He needs to be more aggressive. You need to get your top guys more aggressive. And finally, the curse, CP3. That brother only got 7 points, bro. You can't do that at all. As a number 3 option, you have to be getting at least double digits, bro. At least double digits.
Agreed.
100%, man.
That being said, all this Suns Clippers talk, there will be a watch along for that tonight, people, 3 a.m. UK time on the Sarcasm TV Twitch. So we hope to see all you basketball fans there. Assad said, I never said we'll go through. I said if we get an early goal, anything can happen. What made you think you was getting an early goal? You man don't score goals.
I just checked the box score again. Russell Westbrook was 3 from 19.
Yeah. Russell Westbrook was terrible offensively, but defensively he was spot on.
Yeah, like Russell Westbrook had the best 3 and 19 we've ever seen.
Yeah, agreed. He was a monster defensively, and like you said, when I say offense, just shooting wise, like getting rebounds, getting offensive rebounds, he was on point and defensive.
Well, you missing
outside of the last.
You think you're missing for the Lakers? You think the Lakers miss him? I'm feeling your leg, bro. Come on, man. You can't be. Look at the way he's looking at me, bro. Come on,
the greatest number 0 of all time. Camille says, Flawless, do you think we will become Arsenal and go 20 years without a Prem? I'm not going to lie, I give up on Chelsea, man.
We're currently, how many years are we without a Prem? Our last 1, 6 years, right?
No, 10.
6 years. No, for us. I'm talking about us.
Oh, for you, look. I don't know.
I know for you, it's about to be 11, right? After this, right?
10. 2013.
Oh,
I'm saying, yeah. Look at your shitty mouse, mate. Hold that, fam. Hold that.
No, but I'm saying next year it will be 11 anyway. Either way.
So can I get to the question, please? You know what I'm saying? Yes, thank you. Much appreciated. But as was this guy's a joke, man. This guy's such an idiot. But as I was saying, if we get new owners, no, I don't think we go 10 years without a Premier League. However, if we don't get new owners, it could be 20. Because there's going to be clubs that are well run. And no matter getting in the right manager or even getting in some of the right players, there's always teams who are well run, who are not only going to have the right manager, but will get the right players and the right backing. Whether that's City with Pep, whether that's Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool, whether that's now Arteta at Arsenal, it seems he's getting the correct backing and has a good team. Chelsea spend enough money to the point where they'll be around and there's always a surprise as well. So that's how I'm looking at it. It's all about new ownership. If we get new ownership, we won't go 10 years without a Premier League. We were just short this season. If we actually backed our manager in January properly and actually backed him in the summer properly, we would be in a title race.
He keeps on doing this, man, every stream. It's getting out of hand, man. He's putting on 99 again for me to go out.
Yeah. That's not running, Timo. Nah. You know what I'm saying? That's not running. I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's done, people. Because Timo taking liberties. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening, Timo. Nah. I got your back, Ahmed. Don't worry about it. Do you see the Warriors?
Love you, Ahmed.
No. It's not going nowhere. You can take it back.
I know. But I just give the nation it.
Do you see the Warriors coming back and winning the series? We'll go to you on that, Ahmed, first. Do you see the Warriors coming 2-0 down?
Listen, man, they are, bro. They can. But the reality is, bro, Jordan Poole, bro. Like, if you remember last year, he was cooking, man. Like, I can hate on Jordan Poole. I like last season he was cooking. This year, man, he's not looking himself, bro. Jordan Poole's looking himself. I feel like the other thing that they've done a good job of here. So Sabonis has done a good job of like getting Draymond Green and I just forgot the other center's name that they have as a backup into foul trouble. and that's allowed them to, sort of like control that middle section, and it's allowed it's allowed Fox to like drive because now they can't really be touched and anymore. So it depends really, because listen, Curry can go off at home. Curry can go off. These guys can go off. So if they win their next 2 home games, they have to get a win on the road. They were 3 points away from the first game, so you never know, bro. But I feel like this year it's Phoenix year, man. I can't lie to you, man. I don't know, something about not Phoenix, sorry. This year Sacramento's year. I have a feeling, bro, that Sacramento, bro.
What are you saying, Timo? Did you see the
Something
Warriors coming
tells
back?
me that the Kings is a dark horse this season.
Yeah, I agree.
It might sound silly, but I just think what Mike Brown's doing in that team, he got everything spot on. Like, I feel like when you maintain Buddy Hield in that team, you got Tyrese Halliburton, the Mantis Sabonis. It's literally a well-balanced team, even though it's still young. And this is the first time I've seen the Kings in the playoffs for a while now. So will I be surprised if they go through and go far, literally into the finals? I'm not be that surprised because I think that they have the team to do it. But I think when it goes to second round, that is where the experience will come into play. And this is where kind of like, if let's say, if you was it the Lakers or Memphis? If
you're gonna be between it's gonna be between either you or
either of us two.
Yeah, Lakers or Memphis.
Yeah, so if Lakers go through against the Kings, I just think I have the full faith that the Lakers will beat the Kings, just because the experience that we had in the team.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I actually want to say something. I just remembered. That coach was the assistant for the Warriors for quite a while, so he knows their game plan, bro. He knows
Not surprised, really. Look at that.
You don't know that.
No, but for quite a while, so that also obviously helps you out as well. If as the coach, you know this team, you know these players, you know their sort of like their schemes and everything. So it helps.
Yes, Mike Brown. Yeah, Mike Brown used to be at the Lakers as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It escaped my mind. It escaped my mind. That's what I'm trying to say. Like obviously, the coach.
That's
also
the thing, because the thing with Mike Brown, like, he's not like a top coach, but he's been around NBA for a long time. He's been in the Lakers, been in the Cavs. He's been under Steve Kerr guidance as an assistant in the Warriors. I was literally guiding the Kings into the playoffs. Like, you got literally every CV in your pocket. Like, it's right there.
First, Victor's in the building. Yes, Victor. What are you telling me? You good?
I'm good, man. Why wouldn't I be good?
No, I'm just making sure, man. I always ask you. I ask you every time we jump on if you're good.
This one feels a bit more villainy to me, man. I don't like it, man.
What do you mean, man? We're gonna get onto your team, people. Obviously, continue to get your questions in. Now, Eddie, I got rid of that rule. I should have said at the start, actually. You know what I'm saying? And that you can no longer kick people off for $9.99. You lot are jokers. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
And that's what it is. But I actually want to hear what some of you lot have to say, to be honest. That's why. I genuinely want to hear what you lot have to say. Ahmed just left. I did not kick him out. People just putting that out there. But do I see the Warriors coming back? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But could they win both games?
It's going to be tough? I don't think so.
Nah, it'll be tough for them in terms of the Kings, like you said there, they played well. But do I think the Warriors do it? Yes, I still think the Warriors get through the series. It'll be tough.
I think that I just think the home court factor is a key, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. But I can see the Warriors are good enough to pick up to beat them there. Like, them 2 games was close. It's not like they were blew out by like 20 or 30. If the Warriors just step up a little bit, and obviously the Kings necessarily weren't at their best, and we'll see what go on. We will. Again, you lot to continue to get your questions in. Flawless United winning the FA Cup. Very tough, but I go on.
Funny enough,
I say yes.
Funny enough, I got a free hospitality though. Shout out ACH Flock, Alex, Chelsea Fan TV gave me that, man. I need that hospitality tickets, you know. What? If I had an offer, what would I say no? Of course not.
Of course. Someone asked as well, Timo, did you leave the ground early? Someone asked, but I can't find the comment. But did you leave after the second round?
No.
He's proper Chelsea, man. Can't be saying that about Timo, man. He's there to the end.
Nah, Warrior asked. That's what I asked.
Nah. I'm not that type of fan that likes to leave early, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
you ever left the ground early?
I never left the ground early.
Even like 5-2 West Brom, you were still there.
That was a lockdown.
That was a lockdown, big man. What are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah, shit, it was in lockdown.
You
I'm
were
just
talking about
trying to
maybe
remember.
you could have said 4-1 Brentford, man. You could have said 4-1 Brentford.
Yeah, 4-1. But I'm just thinking about defeats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I
4-1
respect it.
Brentford. I'm still there. 6-0, even 6-0 at sea. I was still there.
Yeah, you still there now.
That's
Flawless.
nasty, man. I feel you, bro.
Flawless, what's the Heat thing on the live chat comments for? I have no idea. What Heat thing? What are you talking about?
What, Miami Heat stuff?
No. He said the Heat thing on the live chat on the comments for. So there must be a Heat symbol on. I don't know. Someone in the chat let us know. I have no idea. Black Diamond's in the building as well. Yes, Black Diamond. What are you saying? You good?
Yo, I'm good, man. What's up?
Man, yeah, man. Calm. We'll go on, fam. Go on.
I had a question. Probably the youth in the chat might know. Ancelotti, do you think it's either he tied or surpassed Alex Ferguson with the most amount of Champions League matches victory?
What about it? What, he passed him with it?
I believe it's either he tied him on 102 matches or passed him.
Yeah, Ancelotti one of the goats, man.
I can check that for you. Is that Champions League wins? Was that Champions League thingy?
Yeah, UCL wins matches. Fergie was on top with 102. And
It don't matter
Carlo was a
because
little behind.
What
it
do you
don't
mean
matter
by
because
that?
it don't matter because the crook. It don't matter because the crook for not bringing up Hazard, man. The crook.
Oh my god! And
Whatever. Yeah.
Is it sound crazy if Real Madrid beat Man City, they win number 15?
No, it's not crazy.
Not
I
crazy,
think that's
man.
the final.
It
When
is
you look
not-
at it,
it is
it's
not
probably going to
crazy.
be a Milan. Yeah, go on, Black Diamond. Go on.
But I don't think, honest to God, as much as I hate it, I really don't think anybody's going to stop up this there. And that's unfortunate. But there are some people here that tries to run Ancelotti slander and whatnot. 102, 103 UCL matches, victories. Barring the four championship he won. I mean, that's
They're
just fantastic.
dickheads, honestly. They're acting like they're a pundit. They're dickheads.
Yeah.
Like,
Give the man his flowers.
Yeah,
I
man,
can't
100%.
quite get my hand around it.
And Tan says, I think it means the heart symbol. All right, it might be that. Let us know, Ravi, which you're
Oh
talking
yeah, there's
about.
a little thing on YouTube where you can press the heart symbol and it will show hearts. It's similar to like
It's Instagram.
It's not. It's on YouTube. It's actually on YouTube. It's on the
It's
It's on
Blue
YouTube. So
No,
you
but I'm
can
saying
either
it's
do
like
thumbs up,
Instagram. When you
yeah.
Oh yeah, on Instagram, yeah.
when you click on Instagram
Yes.
lives, you can click the heart button and it will show
Yeah,
hearts on
yeah,
the
yeah.
screen. Okay,
Yes.
maybe it's that, Ravi. I don't even know. Big up Zeppy anyway. You lot continue to get your questions in. Large up everyone that is locked in. Make sure
Yeah,
you
he
hit
broke his record in 2022.
I don't
though.
know about you guys watching on TV. Do you think Real Madrid was as average as last week?
Real Madrid were average, but
We're average.
they didn't need to be great to beat you lot.
Exactly.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Like that's why when people are saying, "Oh, if they play like that against Manchester City, they'll get beat." Yes, but I don't expect them to be as passive. They played in that first half. They played in particular in the first half like they was 2-0 up, and even in the first leg when they went 2-0 up, they played like they was 2-0 up. They didn't go for it. They could have killed you lot off in the first leg, and it could have been 3, 4, or 5, but they didn't go for it today. They didn't really go for it. Like, outside of the 2 goals, Rodrigo hit the post in the first half. Pardon me. They had a couple half chances, but Benzema wasn't really at his best. Vinicius Jr. wasn't really at his best. Modric wasn't at his best. Cruz really, like, their attacking, their offensive
Who's
players
the
weren't
end
really at
though?
their
I
best.
can't quite get my head in that system.
Cruz was the deepest out of the lot of them.
Cruz is played as a deep lying playmaker.
Yeah.
In that
And Cruz, I don't think Cruz was bad, but I don't think we look at that and go Cruz was exceptional. No, they played to their level. They know they could beat you comfortably.
Even without Casemiro, they're still that good.
Yeah, and like,
Yeah, man. Tchouaméni was holding bench.
It's good to see Tchouaméni back. It's good to see Tchouaméni.
Here's the big conundrum with all of this Ancelotti thing. People like Pep would have, and see, flopped a great extent.
You continue, Black Diamond. Hold on. One second, Black Diamond. 1 second. Big up Casually FC. I think they just raided us. So big up to Marshall. Big up the whole of Casually FC gang. I think it's them anyway. Jafar, let me know if it is them. But yeah, man, big up. Yeah, man, big up Casually. Go on, Black Diamond. Go on.
Yeah, so basically, people like Pep, Ralph Ragnick, which led to people coming out like Nagelsmann and Klopp, and press whatnot. They would have revolutionized.
Yo, you broke up. Did he break up for you, man?
Yeah,
broke up for me as well.
I think he's having a slight little lag issue. He'll be back.
Cool. Hey, big up Alam as well. Says all casuals in here like the stream and sub to the channel. Facts, big up every single one of you lot. Like I said, let me make sure I've got to all the members. Yeah, I've started all the members' questions and that, so don't worry about it. To Cam, he said Chelsea in a relegation battle. No, they've got too many points. They're like 12 points clear with 7 games to go. However, if they were 6 points clear with this amount of games to go, problems.
It might sound crazy, but if it's going to get worse by next week, because I feel like with Brentford, they're not in a good form as of late, but we need to be careful with our our expectation here. Like if we slide down way more, because this weekend Chelsea's not playing because United we were supposed to play United actually this weekend, but United. But I'm glad we got that weekend off. Palace play, I think Everton. I think Wolverhampton play someone else.
You're not getting relegated in it. That's the main thing. You're not getting relegated. They're not. Hey, Cam, I've already tried to dream of it. It's not ruining it. Like they're not getting relegated. Like they're not. Not because I think they're great. Chelsea could legit from now to the end of the season not win another league game. But then you're counting on teams below them to win 4 or 5 matches out of 7, which a lot of teams down there haven't done all season.
I've seen Chelsea's worst season. Like this literally equals the worst in 2015.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, this sucks to you.
This is the worst season in the Premier League for Chelsea.
Of course.
What, since 2015-16?
No, ever.
I've seen way worse.
Dennis says, question to the panel. What do you guys...
We're not going to skip that, bro. I'm so sorry for the words.
Yeah?
I've seen way worse.
This is our worst season ever.
I've seen way worse than now. I've seen way worse.
I'm sorry, no. This is our worst season
I've seen way worse than this season.
Hey, Timo, you hacked me out, brother, because I don't have Virgin Wi-Fi. What the fuck is this? I was talking to myself there. What the fuck? Wow,
no,
sorry.
You were lagging out, Diamond, bro. Diamond, you lagged out for like a minute.
This is the first time out, the Wi-Fi and 5G.
Hey, Lewis, if you want to change sport, go basketball.
Hey, shout out to Lewis who says sick of this ass sport. I'll be on in a bit. Look forward to seeing you, my brother, man. Hey, before we continue, before we continue, there's over 75 of you like in the building. Let's bump up these likes. We're only at 35 likes. Please get us up to 50 likes, people. Please get us up to 50 likes. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you do those 2 things. Dennis says, question to the panel. What do you guys feel about Napoli? Let me get to this. Heard Napoli had so many chances. Yeah, I wasn't watching, but Jez and Murtaza was watching that game. And by the sounds of it, they had plenty of chances. They missed the penalty. KK, I can't pronounce his name, but you lot know who I'm talking about. Missed quite a few good chances. He missed opportunities and all this Claradonna talk has been killed now. They were on the favorable side of the draw. But these things can happen. But they go on.
Tomori put that body on. Fantastic. He put that body on Osimhen right to give him no room. Always kept tight. Mark the man instead of marking the space. He was excellent.
Shout out to man.
I just want to finish the point I was trying to make that people say, Ancelotti is not a master tactician. When Fergie met
15-16.
When Fergie met Pep,
I was the worst.
When Fergie met Mourinho, he couldn't alter, he couldn't cater, he couldn't stand up to them. Ancelotti has proven he could stand up to almost any tactician, any system, any style of play, and that is what makes the man right. What Fergie couldn't do, he has done. Because just when he was at Everton, I was shocked he took the Everton job. People were saying, "Oh, this man is a dinosaur, X, Y, and Z." No, he might not be the greatest of style of play and systems, but analyzing tacticians and neutralizing them, this is a strong point. And I give Don Carlo a hell of a lot of credit. And he might be the only one to stop City from winning the struggle.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts. That's why I think Real Madrid will beat them. I've said this. I said it last year. I said Real Madrid will will beat them 110%, like without doubt. Like, of course, City are a great side, but I'm confident in Real Madrid because I said it all last year. Over 180 minutes, they have the best player on the pitch, and that player is Karim Benzema. He's the best player on the pitch. He's the difference maker. Not that City don't have difference makers. Not that Real Madrid don't have other difference makers. But we've seen it. We've seen it in particular with Real Madrid's run last year. Am I slightly biased? Absolutely. Because I ain't trying to see Manchester City reach a Champions League final and play one of the Milan teams. Can't believe we're going to get a Milan derby. That's going to stink. Like outside of Rafael Leao, that's going to be awful. It's not going to be a good watch. I'm telling you this right now. It's really not.
Think of some miracle. If by some miracle Lukaku wins this Champions League, man, does he under Chelsea, my brother? My God, half of the chaos.
He can stay at Inter, man. That's the driver's off. Lukaku came in and won Champions League. Makes sense.
This is what Chelsea have drove man to. Man said, "I'm just drinking until I can't I can't see straight. I won't lie."
Hey,
wow.
man, I'm on a plane.
I
thought he's still with him.
Yeah, I was, but I left because them man are different.
Oh, they're already that.
Yeah, I've been traveling all day, man. I need some rest.
First.
Timo, did you listen to Frank's post-match conference?
Nope, I refuse to listen to that.
Wow.
Apparently, I saw Begdad Ibali walking up from Stamford Bridge earlier.
It's amazing. He said the only thing that was goals. He said that for most of the period, for 60 minutes, they would have dominated Real Madrid, gave Carlo a lot of problems. Only the goals were lacking. And he have seen a lot of fight today that shows a lot of promise. Now, that is our indictment on if this is what equals progress and this is what equals done. Lampard. You can check it on Miniman Sports. He said the only thing Chelsea lacked today was they were the better team.
They should have in the first half. They should have scored. Like Kante missed the sitter.
And he said it's a privilege.
Yo, Black Diamond, you keep breaking up, fam.
Yeah, but domination.
Yo, Black Diamond, you keep breaking up. You broke up then. What did you say?
I said, but being dominant.
Black Diamond, leave and jump back in because you keep breaking up.
Probably I should just I'll take off the headset.
Yeah. Just leave and then jump back in, and it should sort out your connection. No stress. How much did AC give Chelsea to sign Tomori?
25 million. Kept him.
Felt that way, but well before now. Yeah, Tomori seemed like a good centre back when I watched him at Chelsea.
Yeah,
seemed like a good centre back.
Bro, you know what helped them was Calabria, man. I heard because obviously this is and them was saying that Calabria was doing a good job on Kvaratskhelia. So shout out to him.
There is
Ziyech's brother apparently just did like a little Instagram post quickly.
What did he say?
It was just a picture. It's an Instagram story of just a laughing face.
Well, I don't care, man. Get him out of my football club, man.
Warrior J9 for you said, Flawless, do you think some of the new players from Chelsea started to play worse from your point of view? Not in terms of they're gonna. I don't rate too many of Chelsea's players individually. So to say like out of the new players, have they started to play worse? I didn't really. Enzo I wasn't familiar with like that. João Felix I had my doubts on anyway. Badashile surprised me because I think he's a quality player. I didn't know anything about Modric. And then the rest of them we've barely seen. Your Madueke's and other players they signed. So that's what it is. It's just a mess over there. I don't know what the plan is. Like they were just thinking long term, but they didn't think short term. How you spend 600 million and don't have a striker is crazy. They need a 9.
You know what? I'm gonna have to blame myself for being a dickhead to believe that PR stands ownerships by the ownership. I just think these owners need to change their vision of the club because we were never gonna be a project club in regards to that because we have been the club that have been majorly success, winning 20 more trophies for the last 23 years now. So it's been like that winning mentality has been set in the club for a long time now, even since before Roman came in anyway.
Yeah.
But I understand the criticism of it. Off the pitch, they made a numerous mistake. There were plenty of red flags there, even during that summer transfer window, since Marina left the building, and it's just gonna get at the moment, like it's only their first season. I understand the criticism of it off the pitch, but again, it's just like, what are they gonna do in the next couple of months now for the future? That's the main question. They need to at least kind of like speak to the fans, like what are they trying to do for this club in a longer term process? Because Project Club, it's never gonna be that DNA for this Chelsea Football Club team as of right now.
Facts. And let me get to this super chat from HKM Music. Big up, man. He says it's very possible Lampard goes winless the rest of the season. Absolutely. I've said this. That is very, like, Ahmed's laughing. I'm being deadly serious. 110%.
I'm laughing because it's true, bro.
Chelsea could go winless. Do I think they go winless? You lot might beat Nottingham Forest at the Bridge. But if that was at Forest, I'm saying no. But that's the one I'm looking at. I don't think you win any of your away games played that way. Actually, let's run through Chelsea's fixtures. Let's see this. Let's run through the Chelsea's fixtures. Let's go.
You see what Timo said there? You see what Timo said there? I disagree. I think we can do a long-term process. It's just like this owners don't know how to do it.
Yes, I agree.
They have no idea. Like, just have no idea. It's very possible if you have the right people to do it. The reason why Roman's empire could do it, because that's not Roman's style. Roman's not is a harsh like owner and stuff. If these owners gave the footballing people actually like full control instead of trying to butt into everything, the long process could happen. The problem is that the owners want to be too involved with everything that's going on.
That's a fact. Yeah, correct.
And then they think, and then they think they know what they're doing because it's worked in baseball. Like, it's completely different to what's worked in baseball as worked in now. Yeah, you brought in the football. You brought in the footballing people. Listen to the footballing people. Like, they shouldn't do the research and then go to you just for you to say no. Like, tell them who they want. Let them do the research. Let them say, okay, this guy's coming. And just give them the check and be like, okay, yeah, go on, you do that. They shouldn't be too involved in being like, because I don't think Bowley and Egbali has watched any football prior to that before, or I could be wrong, but the way they're running things, I don't think they have. Just going off she say he say, like, listen to the footballing people, let them say, listen, this is the guy we want, this is the players we want, blah 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 blah, and just sign the check because you have no idea. Roman as well. Roman brought in the footballing people. I'm pretty sure Roman had no idea how to do all of this shit, but he brought in football people and then they ran like what they needed to do.
Yeah, our bosses do, yeah. Delegates. Yeah,
exactly. Delegate. There's all these cooks in the kitchen, but you're still serving the food. Like, how does that make any sense?
And yeah, back to this HK, and I'm just here looking at Chelsea's fixtures. Outside of Forest at home, these are not favourable. You got Brentford at home, Arsenal away, Bournemouth away, Forest at home, which I just mentioned, City away, Newcastle at home, and of course Manchester United as well at Old Trafford. Yes, so it's very possible Lampard goes winless. And this is the crazy part when we had the discussion. I think it was in a Q&A when Lampard was appointed. And I was saying it makes no sense. And shout out to Lewis, and he was here, and others was here saying, "Oh, vibes." Ask him about the vibes. Now Lewis over there drinking himself to death. Not literally, people, figuratively.
Yep.
Because it's got worse. That's why if Lampard
I don't
before you go Black Diamond, if Lampard was the option, you should have just kept Paul.
Correct.
Just kept Paul, 100%.
And this is what I was gonna add. I don't rate Michael Owen or Joe Cole as pundits. But today they were saying the identical thing. The reason why they had to get Enzo a year extension is because amortization. FFP is already on to Chelsea. And they're saying that Chelsea would need to get rid of a hell of a lot of players. But how could you get rid of these players with the type of salaries that they're on? You know, so it's going to be... Hold on.
Black Diamond over there partying. Let me get to the super chat. Didn't Roman get a guy from United when he first took over Chelsea to get the players? Yeah, Peter Kenyon. You're talking about HKN. Peter Kenyon. So that's why you lot got Robin, John Obi Mikel,
Bruce
and there's a
Buck as
couple
well,
more as well.
back in the day.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about the players when Peter
Yeah.
Kenyon, because they were our targets. Like I said,
Yeah.
Jeremy
Oh,
McKell,
yeah,
Arjun Robin, and there's a couple more that Chelsea signed in that period that United were linked with. But HKN, big up for the super chat. I'll continue to run for you lots of questions as well. Members, get your questions in. Also, 1 second. Paul
I
says,
think
would
Shaq-
Chelsea
yeah,
take 1
yeah.
second? Would Chelsea take a Ronaldo now? No, they don't need Ronaldo. in
No
that sense.
way.
Oh my god.
Ronaldo, they don't need Ronaldo.
Still,
in that
we're not
list.
doing
They got
this,
their
man.
Ronaldo, man. The German guy holding the number 29 shirt. You know what I'm saying? Wearing number 29. He's their Ronaldo. Who doesn't really do too much. As we seen today. Doesn't really do too much. He really doesn't. Then it says Don Carlo was outclassed Pep twice in the Champions League. He outclassed him in the 2014 Champions League semi-finals and last year. Ancelotti, a bad boy. Like, he a quality manager. He one of the best. He one of the GOATs.
I don't
Like,
get his slander though. I just don't get
people trying to be edgy.
Liga.
People trying to be edgy. That's all it is. Because he's not done what he was supposed to do. He's not done what he was supposed to do in leagues, which I agree with. His league, but every manager has a black mark against him. No manager has the perfect record. So that's why I don't use it against him like that, because he's done everything else. HKN again, big up for the super chat. I want to get to another. Yeah, I want to get to this from Joseph. Flawless, does Ancelotti have a playing style, or does he rely on players' individual brilliance? No, he has a playing style. It's allow my individual players to flourish. That's what he does. He has Vinicius Jr., he has Benzema, and then that's why he'll play Valverde.
I like that Rodrigo kid.
Yeah, Rodrigo's good. He'll play Valverde wide right and then play another midfielder. So it's free in midfield, and then Valverde will tuck in if needs be. There's a reason you don't see Carvajal all the time bombing on Camavinga from fullback. So yeah, Ancelotti he's a quality manager. So yes, no, he does have a playing style. He's using what he does. Yeah, he has a style and it's adaptable. They don't look the same. But he's an old school manager. So like that's what it is. He has different ways of playing. He's not going to set up like that if he has that Chelsea team. He ain't going to set up like that if he was at Everton. Like, it's going to be different. He wouldn't set up like that if he's at Manchester United. He's going to look at what he has and utilize that. There's no one way of Ancelotti. Like, when he was at AC Milan and he was successful, he didn't play one way. He wasn't like that. So, and obviously, errors is different errors, and you're playing different opposition, and different things are needed. But he does have a playing style. He's tactical. Man management as well. His man management is A1. But again, HKM, big up for the super chat.
Can I just say?
Yeah, go on, fam.
Vinny is the best player I've ever watched live, man. What a guy.
What, that good? Talk about it, because you was there.
It was amazing, man. Outside spaces, it was good. It was quick. He skinned a few, man. Megs a few, man. And he's on ball. His in-ball intelligence as well is amazing, man. Like, he can. Oh my god, man! What a player! Just gonna say, what a player, man. Benzema did. I was really looking forward to seeing Benzema, but Benzema didn't do. It was quite quiet. I think it was carrying a knock because from like the 10th minute he was limping a little bit. But yeah, man, Vinny off the shoulder, his runs, his dribbling, his close control. He was definitely their best player, man.
Because I think early on, Thiago Silva stood on Benzema's foot. Yeah, Benzema wasn't at his best. He was not at his best. This game, Vinicius Jr. ridiculous. But like I said, I expect Real Madrid to be much better against Manchester City. And that's going to be a very, very interesting tie. 2 top teams, 2 top managers as well. Of course, I'm biased, people. But people are like, oh, you're biased. You don't want Manchester City to win. Absolutely. This is deja vu. I was here this time last year, hoping Real Madrid knock out Manchester City, and they did the business. Because we was looking at hell, a City-Liverpool Champions League final. That's what it was looking like. Well, hey, salute to Real Madrid. They saved us. Rodrygo and Benzema and the whole 9. So Ben's over to you again. Do what needs to be done. I believe the first leg, the second leg is at the Etihad, which is not ideal, but we move. You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe, you know what the most challenging thing is? I can't believe we beat AC Milan in two matches in the group stage just to get knocked out in the quarterfinals and have them in the semis, though.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I can't believe that shit. It's outrageous. That is outrageous. Pardon me, that is outrageous. That is ridiculous. Hey, you lot, bump up the likes. We're only at 44 and there's over 80 of you lot in here. Let's get up to 50 likes, man. What's going on? Yeah, Courtois did keep kissing the Real Madrid badge. And get your questions in, people. This show's all about you lot in the comments. Members in particular, get your questions in.
To be fair, though,
yeah, go on, fam.
The fan base were like they were killing him, man. Like I guess at that point, he just had enough. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck you, man. Like that's it.
Tebow, you're a con. Tebow, you're a con. Tebow,
Is that what you
That's
man
what I
was-
mean. Wonka. The whole
Is that
time.
what
Man.
you man was? Is that what you man was singing to? Crazy.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Oh yeah, I seen you
You can
on
hold-
TV
you can
again,
hold that,
Timo. You know what I'm saying? I seen you on TV again.
Mm-hmm.
It was only from the side. Yeah. I seen you on TV again. Oh, what's going on? People dropping off and that. Big up HKN for the super chat. Says I've been telling people instead of paying 100 million for
Whoa.
who? Yeah, I think that's Black Diamond with that echo and that. Yeah, it is. 100 million for who? For one. I think he's
Benzema.
just saying one player.
He
Said get Benzema. Yeah, so he's saying, let me do this. So he said, I've been telling people instead of paying 100 million for one player, get Benzema for 20 million and buy a young striker with the rest of the money. Kane is done in 2 years anyway. I'm with you on this, HKN. Big up again for the super chat. I've said this. My ideal scenario is, even though I've heard recently that Benz is going to sign a new deal, I said go get Ivan Toney, go and get Benz on a free and have those two. I've said this. But I don't think Benz is gonna what's it called? I think Benz is gonna stay. I don't think he's gonna leave. But I'm done paying 100 million for players. I've already said I don't want my club to sign anybody for 100 M's. Harry Kane, Osherman, not anybody called Kylian Mbappe. You know what I'm saying? And that, like Black Diamond, no worries, it's all good. Unless it's 100 million for Kylian Mbappe, don't. People were talking about Claradonna. Nah. Like look how his stocks are falling right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at how his stocks have fallen off. Because everyone was hyping up Napoli, and I was looking forward to seeing them as well. I thought, yeah, they're going to get past AC against them in the semi-final.
Honestly, this summer.
Oh yeah, the transfer saga is going to be nuts. You know what I'm saying? And absolutely going to be nuts without doubt. Transfer saga. Hey, you lot likes, man. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? How are we only at 46 likes, man? Get us up to 50 likes, man. Only 4 more. And subscribe to the channel as well, man. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Let me check.
I think Oshiman's going to go to Bayern Munich. I've seen some rumors about it.
You think Bayern Munich paid the money that Napoli won?
Possibly.
The Sports Geniuses said, you guys doing any NBA watch-alongs? Yes. I'm saying Suns Clippers 3 a.m. It's all on the Twitch schedule. Suns Clippers 3 a.m. And we're only with 4 short in likes of 50 likes. We're 4 short of 6,330. And there's over 80 of you lot in the building. Hit the subscribe button. We're only looking for 4 new subscribers and continue to get your questions in as well. Paul says, would Lampard have been better off returning as Everton manager rather than Chelsea? Ancelotti and Lampard, Everton legends. No, Ancelotti and Lampard aren't Everton legends. No, Lampard needs to go elsewhere and learn his trade outside of the Premier League. He needs to go to the Championship. He needs to go to League One or go to another country, not a top European league in terms of like a Liga or La Liga, but go somewhere and learn your trade. That's what he needs to do. He needs to go learn, because he got the Derby job, then he was at Chelsea, then he was at Everton, now he's back at Chelsea. You've had no time to learn. Go Scotland. Something like that. Go Scotland. I'm saying go somewhere, even in Portugal or something like that. We laugh about go Belgium. I'm saying go to one of the leagues rated 6 to 10 in the coefficients, wherever the 6 to 10 are. Go and learn, man. You can't cheat. You can't cheat the process. I'm saying he needs to go learn somewhere.
I'll be real. Sky Sports, BT or BBC, man. Pick or choose. I don't think they do management anymore, man.
Yeah, like I said, but yeah, I'm saying if he wants to be a manager, like currently right now, he's not of the level because he's not done the mileage. You've not put in the hours.
Nah, do a level, man. And just go Sky Sports, man.
Like you can't just go. You can't cheat, yeah, man. Like Tan said it there. He needs to get his badges first, then he can learn. Go do your badges. Go be an assistant. Nah, he's not done his badges.
Is he coaching badges, bro, to get that FIFA license?
That's the case. Go in and be an assistant to somebody or something like that. Go take up somewhere. Go somewhere obscure out of the limelight, and just go learn your trade. That's what you need to do.
Look at Xavi, for example. He didn't go to Barcelona straight away. He went to somewhere else in the Middle East.
Yeah, he was in Saudi Arabia. Like we've seen Xavi Alonso. He's currently at Bayer Leverkusen. Go do something like that. Where if you fail, cool, but don't go and take a top job. Don't go Bayern Munich. You go in Chelsea, and we're saying you're going Everton, where there's a lot of pressure. Like go somewhere else. That's what I would say. That's what he needs to do. But that's just on me. Tan says, what do you think about the possibility of Glazers are not going to sell the club? I think it's 50-50. I think it's legit 50-50. I think they're looking at it. That's why you're hearing rumors of a second round of bidding, third round of bidding. However, they might decide, you know what, let's get a little investment so we can still milk this club even more for what it's worth. That's legit what it is. But I don't know. I think it's 50-50. But I'm hoping they sell, of course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, President Jafar, you said it there. Even Henri was Belgium assistant manager. Like, go do something like that. Like, you have enough contacts. Why you go, I don't know, be a coach with Ancelotti at Madrid or something like that? Something along those lines. Like I said, people, you can't cheat the system. You really can't, especially high-level sport.
Look at
where people have been
Zidane.
doing it for
Zidane was
years.
Ancelotti's assistant.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't
When,
know
Yeah, it
that.
was-
when they won Decima,
See,
2014.
prime example. So Zidane's done something in beforehand and then has gone in and had an exceptional job. You know what I'm saying? Black Diamond says people forget that the fractured relationship Vinicius Jr. had with Benzema under Zidane. Vinicius wanted to leave. Credit Carlo for fixing that brilliantly. Credit to him. And credit to Vinicius Jr. and credit to Benzema. Because since he said he's playing against us, Vinicius Jr. has been balling out. I said, don't pass him the ball. And then look at the Vinicius Jr. we've seen. 100%.
Is he from Academy though? Is he from? What?
No, they
From-
signed him when he was young. When I believe so. They signed him when he was young. How much players did Chelsea need to move on? I'm thinking about 7 to 10. We'll go to you, Victor. How many players would you move on?
All right, let me go up the club out right now. Club website. Because it might be 15. I ain't gonna lie.
All right, that's cool. What count? You know what I'm saying? What count? Don't worry about it.
Okay. All right, cool. Enzo stay. Mudryk, unfortunately, has to stay. Felix is going. Kante is going.
No, rewind. You can move on who you want. So this isn't realistically. This is whoever. So you can get rid of.
Okay.
So let us know the players that you would get rid of, not the players you would keep. Who would you get rid of?
Aguero, Enzo, Mudryk. No, sorry. Keeping Enzo. Mudryk, Felix can go. Kante, probably one more season. Madueke can stay. Pulisic, get the fuck out. Ziyech, go Saudi Arabia. Aubameyang, learn Chinese. Havertz, get the fuck out. Mason Mount out. Fofana stay. Kepa fucking leave. Reece James stay. Sterling stay. Just Thiago Silva. It can be a coach. Bradley Shield stay. Datro Fofana stay. Carney Chuks go on loan. Mendy get out. Chilwell stay. Gallagher leave. Aspie leave. Cucurella get out. Kovacic get out. Nico Barley get out. And
Whoa.
Dennis Zakaria is on loan, so he's probably leaving anyway. Broja has not played enough games. Selena has not played enough games. Lewis Hall, I don't care, loan. Loftus-Cheek get out. Trevor Chalobah loan. And then there's like the rest of like kids and like third choice keeper. Yeah.
All right, first. That's a hell of a lot of players right there. Paul, all jokes aside, we run Bance. That's where he needs to go. Go Union Saint-Giro. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Belgian Pro League. That would help Lampard. But you can get Conference League football or Europa League football. Again, you can't cheat the system. Big up Yemeko says flawless. Do you think Manchester United would need a type of N'Golo Kante if Man United get him? I wouldn't mind an N'Golo Kante profile in terms of midfielder, but do I want him at my club? No, because Kante is just injury prone. Only problem I have with Kante
You
is
got
the injury
Casemiro.
prone.
What do you want Kante for?
Nah, we need a backup to Casemiro. Like a fully fit Kante next to Casemiro would be a cold midfield. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? No. So not Kante, no. But I would love that profile of player. Warriors says, Flawless, how about your team? Which players do you think would leave and stay for next season? Are you asking me who I'd get rid of, or are you asking me who I think? Because I'd get rid of the majority. I'd be sounding like Victor. I'd move on to Gea, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, McTominay, Fred, Dalot. Who else?
That's crazy. And you're fourth. And we're 11.
Martial, we third. Martial. That's 7. And that's excluding, there's probably players I forgot, and that's excluding all the players that are on loan, your Tellers, Bays, all these type. Brandon Williams I'd move on. So yeah, the majority. I've already said that we need 11 new players. We need 6 new first teamers and 5 squad players. I've said
Sancho?
this. If I got a good offer for Sancho, I'd move him on. if someone is Eddie always defends says the lead past the fella. I'm sorry, Eddie, man, innit? Like I'd move him on if I could, because I think we could get a decent price.
Come
That's
on,
what it
Eddie.
is.
I thought it's supposed to be Klopp first, then player second. Come on, man.
No, shout out Eddie, man. Yeah, so I knew Eddie would be in there, man, defending him and that. It is. But yeah, that, and like I said, that's for getting players who, like I said, are out on loan. Your Bailly's, your Alex Tellers, is Axel Tunzabi, Brandon Williams, I think is still here. Others, Alanga, I forgot about him. I'd move him on as well. Like a lot of these players are just not good
Would you
enough.
take
Where you trying to
Ugarte
go?
from Sporting Lisbon?
Take who?
Ugarte.
Yeah, he's a central midfielder, right? I've not seen it. I've not watched him like that to know. I hear good things, but I've not watched him like that. Of course, Maguire, defo first name on the list. I don't know about Phil Jones. I don't even know if he's leaving. I don't even know where he's going now. LFC for the double says move on Martial for a good price or he's injured. Yes, he's in that boat. I wouldn't actively try and sell him. But if somebody put in a good bid, I'd be like, all right, cool. Because I like Martial, but he can't stay fit. And that being said, Anthony needs to pattern that as well. I was looking at his numbers today. He's only played 18 league matches. I'm like, what's going on? That's not enough. You know what I'm saying? You way too you know what I'm saying? You like availability, that's not good. 18 league matches is nowhere near good enough. We're in game week 31, 32. Joseph says the Hayer news is pissing me off. Is that what you meant to say, Joseph? I'm guessing. What's your opinion? I'd move him on. His time has passed. Salute to your services, but that's it. Like it's time for him to bounce. Like
it's time to go.
For trying to word to the great late Claude, you get what I'm saying? Like it's time to it's time to go. 100%.
That's a skedaddle, mate.
Right. My bro Talk said it best when we did it in the mud a few weeks back, and he hit the nail on the head. He said, outside of shot stopping, what does he excel at? And I was like, you got me. He don't excel at anything outside of shot stopping. So therefore, I wouldn't accept that from an outfield player. Because when we had Ronaldo here and he was just scoring goals, I wasn't accepting that. Right. That's why it is. X says Anthony wasn't bought for the first two, so Anthony's played 18 out of 28 games. That's not enough. Take out the first two. He's played 18 matches out of 28. You've missed 10 matches. That's not enough. That's not enough. Like I can't know. I was very critical of Varane last season about the same thing. And Varane's done the business this season in terms of being available for the majority of the games. I said it about Martial. I need you fitting and being available. I use the analogy all the time. It's like having a nice car, a beautiful car, 28-inch rims. It's got PS5 in there, Xbox, air conditioning, heated seats, sunroof, the whole nine, but it's got no engine. What use is the car? That's what it's like having a great player who's not available. The car's beautiful. Everything you could want in a car. Dice in the mirror. It's got one of the figures, you know what I'm saying, with the nodding head. But, it's got no engine. What use are you? You know what I'm saying? What use are you? So, and Tans, you hit the nail on the head. You know what I'm saying? Fans overlook De Gea's flaws because of his shot stopping. We literally played Newcastle, and then it was it Jacob Murphy? Jacob Murphy, you said, went on a podcast and said, he was a press. He was a press trigger for us. Tells you all you need to know. Flawless Kovacic would ball at United, in my opinion. What do you think? Underrated? I'm a fan of Kovacic, but he's fell off a cliff this season. I don't know what's happened. I'm a big fan of Kovacic.
Everyone's shit and he wants to leave.
I just think he had a bad season.
It's just a bad season.
His performance is inconsistent most of the times. And I think he's got a couple of years in the contract left, but if he wants to leave, I don't have any issue about it. We can ship him off and then probably get a new one. Like there's Kudia Kone and Romeo Lavia, like literally in the market. We probably also could get Caicedo from Brighton, but the things that Brighton are going right now, they're changing that European football. The price is going to go up unless we sell some players.
Yeah. We're soon going to find out. You lot continue to get the questions in. I'm seeing some good questions. Of course, like I said, if you super chat, I'll get straight to it as well. HKN says, do we really need Sabitzer? His best position is 10. We got Bruno and Eriksson already. We need an 8 and a 6. No, we definitely need Sabitzer because our midfield is short with Sabitzer. Our midfield shot, HKN. Look at it. We got Casemiro, we got Ericsson, we got Bruno, we got McTominay, we got Fred. Forgive me, Eddie, and we got Sabitzer. So that's 5. So that's Casemiro, Ericsson, Bruno, Sabitzer, Fred, McTominay. Out of those 6, only one of them I believe is good enough. First team. I've said we need 3 midfielders. I want to upgrade on Ericsson. Then I want to back up to Casemiro and Sabitzer. I don't think Bruno's good enough either. So we need another number 10. So the reason why I would keep Sabitzer because he's a great squad player to have. Great squad player. He can play 10, he can play 8, he can play in the 6 also. We've seen it this season. He should be the worst midfielder at the club. So let me repeat that. Casemiro, back up to Casemiro, upgrade on Ericsson, and then Sabitzer. That should be the 5. Then you're balling. If you want to really keep Fred, then Fred can be number 6. But that should be the levels where we're trying to go to. So yes, and Sabitzer for that price would be a steal as well. They're talking 20 million, cheap. It's peanuts. So I would definitely go and sign him. But I'm a fan of Sabitzer. I've been impressed. But it doesn't mean I want him as a first teamer. No, go and upgrade. You know what I'm saying? And upgrade. That's what we need to do. Big up to Marcel, says, damn, I'm late. Big up Flawless and the gang. Hope y'all blessed. Chelsea fans, hold that. Y'all were laughing at us, but couldn't even score a goal in the whole tie. Crazy. Jack, it's not even about Anthony not being there for pre-season, but that's not enough in terms of, I'm just saying availability. Maybe, but he needs to improve on that. Yeah, but Flawless, Anthony played 38 games this season out of 51. That's not enough. 38 games out of 51 is not enough matches. You're missing way too many games. If our first team did that, we would be nowhere near where we're at now. If Martinez and Varane and Casemiro and Ericsson and Rashford all had that record, we wouldn't be where we're at. We wouldn't be in a quarterfinal of one competition, semi-final of another, third in the league. Probably wouldn't have won the League Cup. Players have to be available. 38 out of 51 is not enough. I need 90%. I need 90%. 95%. 38 out of 51, I'm sorry, not good enough in terms of availability. It's not. How do I feel about Dalot playing the inverted fullback role? I like it. It suits him. You know what I'm saying? It suits him. I like it. Because he's technically good on the ball. He's direct. He's like I said, technically good. He's fine with the ball at his feet. He can use both feet. He's a threat inverting. He's a threat on the overlap. Yeah, defensively okay. I'm a fan of Dalot. Even though I want him moved on and for us to improve on our right back spot, I like him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a number of games kind of iffy for me because he joined late and World Cup fluke. Yeah, like that's not it. Even with them games, because he missed 2 games and then I think he missed 3 or 4 for the World Cup. So that's like 5. So even 23 out of 31, Eddie, is not good enough. Or 24, like that's not it. We would kill Varane if he had that. If he we'd want much more from him, type of thing. Where we've seen Varane get a few games Varane's missed. He's been rested, but he's been available. HKN says, McAllister links to United strong flawless. LOL. Hope we get him, Casemiro, and him in the midfield with Ericsson at the 10 would do bits. I don't know about McAllister because all the hype came out of nowhere. So I'm unsure about him. Not saying he's a bad player, but I don't know about him joining Manchester United and being in the starting lineup. I don't know about that, especially buying players from Brighton. Ask Chelsea about buying players or buying things from Brighton. I'm unsure.
We need to stop funding that super club, man. More money you give them, the more dangerous they are, man. Stop this.
Yeah. So I'm unsure on that. Caicedo is perfect backup for Casemiro. Would love Valverde, but that's not happening. If we were to get Caicedo, I'm cool with that. I have no issue with Caicedo whatsoever. I have 0 issue. Eddie says we gonna find out this weekend. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting that game this weekend. It is really.
It depends on Thursday as well, though, because you lot are still 2-2 on aggregate.
Yep, we're 2-2 on aggregates against Sevilla. Yeah, you're right.
The thing is, if you lot play full 90 minutes against Sevilla side, then literally it's still like the tie could have gone either way. You're not going to have to find something like quick because the games that come in thick and fast. Then you got the FA Cup semi-final tie on Sunday, which is probably the most important thing game I would say for you guys this season.
That's why they get paid big money, is to deal with these type of situations. Would you count suspensions like red cards regarding availability? Our boy Cass has missed 7. Yeah, because he's missed 7 of stupidity. It's not like getting 5 yellow cards and you miss 7 of suspension, or you get unlucky red card. The red card he got against Palace was stupid. The red card he got against Southampton was stupid. The suspension against missing the Arsenal game, I don't put that in him. That's not his fault. That I understand. That I get. But yeah, the 2 red cards he got were foolish. You should know better than that. The Palace one, why are you putting your hands around the neck of Will Hughes? The Southampton one, why are you diving in? That's not even a dangerous situation. There's no need for him to dive in the manner in which he did. Zero need. So yeah, I do count that. Let's see what else you lot saying. Let's see. Yeah, you lot keep it clean in the comments. Relax, man. Trossard has worked out for Arsenal. Think about it. The system with Brighton players, they play progressive football. They would work in Ten Hag's system. I don't doubt Ten Hag's ability to sign players. If Ten Hag decided to sign McAllister, I'm all in. I'm just saying I have my personal doubts because I've seen him get hyped up recently. The hype surrounding McAllister is recent. There was none of this hype in the summer. Now all of a sudden, because of this season and in particular the World Cup, now it's McAllister. I'm very wary of this type of thing because you know what will happen if United beat Brighton and he has a poor game. All of a sudden he's trash. He's no good, and the conversation will switch. On the flip side, if he plays well and Brighton knock out Manchester United and he's man of the match, you'll be like, see, that's why we need to go get him. I'm just wary. That's all. Prime says, oh, he's asking. He says about you, Victor. Timo, how are you man's fan camps?
It's still uploading.
Is it still uploading? How were they though? Were they good?
Yeah. Some geezer trying to interrupt Lewis, but
yeah, nonsense. You always get that. Idiots, man. Idiots.
He tried to fight me as well.
Shopping this, man. You know what I'm saying? And
I didn't do a webcam. I just watched. I didn't do one.
Oh, you didn't do one. You're just chilling. All right, fair. And speaking of fan cams, you know what I'm saying? Man of the minute. Yes, Lewis. What are you saying, fam?
Yeah, I've only got a little bit because I'm still out in it, but I still wanted to come out and just say we're fucking shit. Same shit every week. Fata, Victor, it was good seeing you, man, and all of that, but I can't lie. If we get battered by Arsenal, I might just sign out for the rest of the season because I can't be bothered for this shit no more. I can't be bothered for this. This team's pathetic. This team's fucking bitch-made. Manager's bitch-made as well. The guy came into the game with a 5-5-0 formation, or whatever the fuck that lineup was meant to be. 5 midfielders, 5 defenders, nothing. And it's like we're 2-0 up on aggregate. What the fuck? And even then, we still had chances, but whatever. I don't give a shit. This team's never going to score. They couldn't hit water if they're in a boat in the Pacific Ocean, but it is what it is. Fact is, Lampard didn't set up to win. He set up to draw. People are like, oh, it was a good performance. He coached a 4-0. Shut the fuck up, man. He didn't coach shit. He went there for damage limitation, and we got damage limitation. 2-0. Same shit as the last game. Is what it is. Players aren't good enough. Managers isn't good enough. Everything's just shit. We somehow got 7 games left of this crap. And then, whatever. Try and just deal with it for the summer.
You can enjoy the women's game on Saturday, though. I'm off for that weekend, by the way.
Yeah, I'll be there for the women's game. But they're going to get battered anyway because it's Barcelona. That team's unbeaten in like 2 years or something. Like, fact is, women's team, at least they have some dignity about it. They actually win some games. This team, they're fucking shit. Men's team are a disgrace.
You are a disgrace. You did have a couple chances, though. The Kante one, the Cucurella one.
Yeah, but like, what? Yeah, but Cucurella's a bitch, bro. I swear down. This guy's fucking shit. Spent so long trying to be patient with this guy. This guy is a fucking bum, man. Courtois literally slipped and he took a touch. All he had to do was fucking put his foot through it and it's 1-0. Maybe it's a different second half. Maybe Lampard actually puts a forward out in the second half now because there's something to fight for. But no, same old tippy-tappy, 10 touches before you do something. Cucurella, Havertz and Gallagher hit the ball like a 2-year-old, but it's whatever. Kante, I'm not even too pissed off about that one. It was on his weak foot, is what it is. But we had chances, but that doesn't mean Lampard coached a win. No. Madrid came into that game just to consolidate. That was it.
They did. They did. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
But this
played like they
idiot
were
fan base
doing
deludes themselves into thinking that we actually played well as a result of it just because it's Real Madrid. No. Played a 5-5-0 where the amount of times he tried to attack and there was nobody in the middle because of, I wonder why, because we had one fucking attacker and all that guy likes to do is even drop deep. So he's not even really an attacker. It's like another midfielder. What's the point?
Hey, let's not forget, we sell our DM to Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah, well done, Potter, you fucking prick.
So you would rather have seen like João Felix, Modric out there type.
Mudryk, because I can't lie, Felix could have played in Havertz easily in the second half and he just overplayed it again. Getting bored of it. Same old problems with the same attacker. Sterling's a dickhead too. This guy ain't even trying.
You think Sterling's... All right, talk about that. You think Sterling's just lacking effort?
Yeah, he came on in the second half, did fuck all and started jogging again. He's shit. He's fucking shit.
Right, fam. You know what I'm saying? And
Cucurella, bruv, he's got a pattern up. I'll give him till next season, but I'm losing patience with him very fast.
Nah, fact.
He's still a bozo.
I'll give him next season as well.
Yeah, and obviously Chalobah got, you know what I'm saying, Chalobah got done for the goal as well. You know what I'm saying? But that type of shit can happen. He shouldn't have done it.
That Chalobah, that was a basic mistake.
Two basic mistakes on both goals. The second one, he was playing everyone on side.
Chalobah shouldn't even be in the team. That's the problem.
It's only because the Koulibaly injury and we don't have Badia Shield in the lineup, so it is what it is. Like, Chalobah's a squad player, whatever. Made a squad player mistake. I don't really care. The problem is the lineup. I was laughing at that lineup all the way to kickoff because I can't believe Lampard actually played that when we were 2-0 down. That lineup was funny, bruv. You put fucking Conor Gallagher up against Real Madrid. You disgrace.
Yeah, that's wild, Joe. That is wild. All right, what lineup would you have gone with?
Fucking 3-5-2, Havertz, Mudryk up top. Don't change anything else.
Okay. So you would have dropped Gallagher and had Mudryk on instead of
What
Gallagher.
the fuck is Gallagher doing in that lineup against Madrid?
Yeah, you got points.
How is it? What?
Yeah, you're right.
Havertz is what it is. We have to play that bum. There's no other option. I don't give a fuck. Like, Potter's not put another attacker in the squad. We're stuck with that. You could have put Felix, you could have put Mudryk. Like, there could have been other options, actual attackers. Like, we're 2-0 down and you're playing fucking one attacker.
Yeah, you
idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a fucking... I actually thought things couldn't get worse than Potter, bruv.
It's cool.
And it actually has got worse. This guy he will lose every game up until the end of the season. He's a fucking idiot.
I could see it. We was actually having that discussion that could happen. That you could.
We won't get relegated. We'll be 3 to 6 points off the drop, though.
I could see that happening.
Fucking idiot. I can't be bothered. Have to miss Arsenal City to watch us lose to Brentford next week. If we don't pick up a point against Arsenal, I'm fucking off Bournemouth and I'm fucking off Forest. I can't be bothered for this shit no more. Step back to watch-alongs. When we lost on the watch-alongs, I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't going to it.
Yeah.
Now I'm there, I feel like a dickhead. What am I doing here, sitting there watching this shit every week?
Hey, just book your flight to Amsterdam, though. That'll be worth it.
Yeah, I still need to book that shit. I might book that soon, to be honest. I can't be bothered for this wank anymore. Like, we probably won't even beat Forest. We probably won't even beat Bournemouth.
We was looking at that and saying Forest is your one, like, that's the game we look at and go, yeah, that's your best
but they're
opportunity.
fighting relegation too, bro.
Yeah, that's true. It's just that their away form isn't the best.
Away form is shit, everything's shit.
So where are you at now? Talking about Forest, but where are you at with the new manager? Are you saying, like, the job he has to do? Well, yeah, what are your expectations for next season, actually, with the new manager coming in? What are you looking
Top 4
at?
is a bare minimum. We're going to have one game a week. We're not making top 7. Brighton's in 7th place with 2 games in hand on us and they're 9 points clear. We're not making that. It's whatever.
No. Yeah, so I'm talking about next season. Like, so you're saying top 4 next season, bare minimum?
Top 4 bare minimum, because we should be having another good window. I don't care what the manager is. You get me top 4. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. I couldn't care less. I've never felt more disillusioned with this team in my life. Most hateable squad. This manager's a fucking idiot. Every manager we've had this season's a fucking idiot, and that is Tuchel included. I don't give a fuck what anyone's trying to say.
Talk about Tuchel. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just Tuchel with his like, oh, we don't need midfielders in the summer. We have Conor Gallagher and Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Prick.
Yeah, that's wild.
And Graham Potter, boys gave everything FC. And then Lampard, I'll blame everybody except myself for the fact I want to play a fucking 5-5-0 in a Champions League semi-final when you're 2-0 down on aggregate. You bum.
Yeah,
There's a bunch of idiots all in charge. And fair enough, like people did warn us about Lampard, whatever, but after 6 months of Potter ball, I couldn't really think it would get worse. Here we are. It somehow got worse. And it will somehow get worse because now there's nothing to compete for. These lot are genuinely going to be on the beach. Stinky bunch of footballers, bruv.
Who you want gone in the summer? Because you mentioned about players coming in, but we know you're going to have to move on.
Fire sale. Pulisic, Ziyech, Havertz, fucking Gallagher, Ruben, Cucurella and Koulibaly, if you get bids for, go for it. Sterling, if you get a good enough bid, go for it. Aubameyang, Mendy, Kepa can go if you get a good enough bid for him. I don't care. The real question is, who do you keep? That's the real question. The rest of this
who do you keep?
It's an open heart surgery.
Yeah, it is. All right, who do you keep?
Open heart. So this is just a full transplant. You're just transplanting all of the organs and the brain.
So who do you keep like outside of like a Chalobah, a Thiago Silva, a Enzo?
Chalobah, Silva, James, fucking Mudryk, Madueke, Badiashile, Fafana.
I like Badiashile.
Malo Gusto. Everyone else can fuck off. Chilwell, Kante. That's it.
I was gonna say that. João Felix, where do you stand on him?
Oh, do what you want in it. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Do what you want.
I'm genuinely asking, would you sign him? Would you keep him? Like, what's going on?
I don't mind, but
would you sign him? Would you keep him? Would you keep him?
I'm not gonna advocate for it because I can't be bothered. He's too selfish.
Okay.
Just long. Fucking bullshit.
It seemed the place was. I was saying this to Timo and Victor before. I asked you the same question. It seemed like the place was in good spirits. Though. The atmosphere seemed good from the team.
Yeah, that was going to happen anyway because it was Madrid. It's the last big game of the season. That was going to happen anyway. But I said for anyone who had hope, just watch the game for a little bit and see how long it dissipates. I watched this team hit the ball anywhere except the back of the net. I was like, cool. All right, cool. How long does it take for Madrid to score? Because we won't.
Right.
So about 50 minutes just for fucking Rodrigo to fucking sue in our own ground, the fucking useless prick.
Yeah, man sued, you know.
And Vinny celebrating in front of our ground, a cunt. And Ancelotti, you couldn't even give me Hazard minutes. I had to settle for him walking off the bench at the end of the game. Is that it?
At least you got to see him. That's a bonus.
Fucking dead. But yeah, I've got to bounce quick. I might be back in 5 though.
No stress, fam. Love, man. You got the bless. Yeah, bless up. Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? That's Lewis.
To be fair, I told Lewis to wait up at the team hotel. He's literally went up to the whole morning for the Hazard picture.
Yeah, man, go get Eden, Hazard, Eden. To Red Daddy says, flawless, would you give Ahmad and Greenwood a chance next year? In what's that? And opposed towards buying a number 9 whilst keeping Martial. No, because one, Ahmad's not a number 9. He's more a wide right player or plays from the 10. Greenwood I've spoken on before. I don't want to see him in a Manchester United shirt. Again, my stance won't change on that. But yes, we need 2 number 9s, arguably 3. Because Martial can't stay fit anyway. But if we do have him as the third option, we need 2 in front. I want a senior striker and I want to back up to that senior striker as well. Let's start investing in the squad properly.
You can have number 29 if you want.
Nah, we good.
I have a number 9 for you. I have 2 number 9s.
2 number 9s. You can keep them 2 number 9s at the pitch. Keep them at the Chelsea.
Lukaku, man, I'm 9.
Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them.
Oh, yeah, I know. I forgot about him. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you can keep him. So, yeah, in regards to this Red Dead, yes. You know what I'm saying? I want 2 strikers. Arguably 3 if we do move on Martial. It's a big squad. We've seen our squad get stretched this season, and that's Europa League. Next season, we're going to be in the Champions League. So the pressures of the squad is even going to be more. The intention is to be in a title race next season. That's where we should be aiming for. Not to win it, but we should have a conversation. That's where we should be at. We should be there. Yeah, I'd go for Tony and Ferguson. I'd get Ivan Tony. I don't know about this Evan Ferguson because I've just not watched him enough. And he's not even been in the league a full season. Like, I need more than half a season. What happened to Aubameyang? Where's he at? Where is Aubameyang?
He didn't get even registered in the UCL squad. You know why?
Streaming on Twitch.
Hey, but there's over 100 of you lot in here right now, people. Over 100 of you lot in here. Let's bump up the likes. Let's get up to 80 likes. We're only at 60 likes. Let's get up to 80 likes, people. Let's get up to 80 likes, 20 more. Subscribe if you're new as well. There's over 100 of you lot. We're looking for 4 new subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well, man. Let's hit the subscriber mark. Let's do that. Thoughts on Donny van der Beek? He'll be moved on. That's a player I forgot about. You know what I'm saying? That's a player I forgot about. He needs to be moved on. Here to dance on Reece James and Chelsea's parade. You know what I'm saying? It's Prime. Yes, Prime. What are you telling me? You good?
No, Reece James is good. Reece James is good. So
okay,
very funny.
It's because I seen the profile picture.
Very
That's
funny.
That's why it is. Before you go though, Brian, 1 second. Let me just get to this again because I know people have been asking. Yes, there is a Suns Clippers watch along tonight at 3 a.m. on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Game 2 tonight. Yeah, go on, Brian. What are you saying, man? Thoughts on the game? Chat to me. Is he there? Yo, Prime. There we go.
I don't even know. I thought it'd be worse. So, listen, I'll be real. Real Madrid weren't good over the 2 legs. I thought they played in the first year.
Agreed.
But that shows you don't have to be good to beat us. I remember I said a few weeks ago that we keep losing, that, we'll be in a relegation battle, people laugh. I remember I said back in September, this is the death of Chelsea, people laugh. Listen, like, we're a mess. But, I don't know. I just hope I hope we make the right appointment for a manager, and Todd Bowley and Egg Bali just lets him be in charge and do the work.
Fez, you sound broken, man. You good?
No, not broken. I accepted this months back.
Oh, you're in the acceptance stage. All right, Fez.
No. I saw this happening months back, so I'm not broken. I'm just like,
you expected it.
I'm tired of Chelsea fans like every game reacting like it's new. Why did you think this game? We couldn't beat. Who did we play after the weekend? We couldn't beat Brighton, who, I know they're like 8th or something in the league, but in reality, in the grand scheme of things, they're not that good. In comparison to Real Madrid, they're not that good, and we couldn't beat them. We couldn't beat Southampton. We couldn't whatever, man. Whatever, man. We'll see.
It might sound crazy, but I do have conspiracy theory.
What's the crazy theory going? This gonna be good.
This ownership might have some red flags, but I understand the kind of like they're having good intention, but at the end of the day, like, these guys got to realize themselves that when you come into do they even know what Chelsea Football Club DNA before they even bought it in the first place?
The DNA of Chelsea Football Club. What's the DNA?
When you mentality from the get-go, isn't it?
They're not proper
It's never been a project club in the first place.
Timo, our club was dying before Bowley bought the club. Let's not do this.
What you mean?
We're not going to get into this whole spiel of it, but our club was like slowly dying and on a decline before Bowley bought the club. We haven't competed for a title in 6-7 years.
Yeah, that's because the previous regime haven't sorted out.
Exactly, that's my point.
Alright, let's say if we get hypothetically, let's say if we get the director of football in the previous regime, none of this would have happened, wasn't it?
No, because then we'd have a proper scout network. We wouldn't spend stupid money on Havertz, Lukaku, Werner, Emerson, Zuma, Bakayoko, Torres. Wouldn't spend stupid money. Like, but I think Todd Bowley and Egbali, they have a lot of good intentions. Like, I see people overreacting about the whole speaking to the players after games. In theory, like, I don't have a problem with it, but you shouldn't be involved. Like, you own the club, and I get that, but you shouldn't be involved in everything. You've hired footballing people, let them control things. You shouldn't be like with Roman. He came to games, sure, but you only really saw him if a manager got sacked or a manager got hired or we signed a marquee guy. Hey, Lewis, stop complaining, man. Where are the vibes? Anyway. Hey, no, F me, F you. Where are the vibes?
Fuck you, bro.
Actually, no, Lewis. Just give me one vibe. Give me a vib.
My vibe is suicide.
Give me a V. Where's the V? Just one V. Yeah, vibe. Just give me one vibe.
I'll give you two. I'll give you a view with my two middle fingers.
If I speak about vibes, I'm in big trouble. So I'm not gonna speak about the vibes that happened today.
But when I was telling you this, you were saying super Frankie Lampard vibes. Okay.
I didn't think it would get this bad, but I guess I was wrong.
Because you got roped in. You got roped into his deflected shots that he scored, man. That's cool. Anyway, I hope we make the right appointment on manager.
Right. Again, if like Prime said, if we get this manager appointment wrong, it's gonna look bad on the ownership images.
It already looks bad. Like I think in theory, these guys have done a lot of good things. It's just been executed poorly.
Yeah, they got the right idea, wrong execution.
Exactly. Like sacking Tuchel, I don't have a problem with that because if there's a breakdown in communication, regardless of how you view Tuchel as a manager, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. When they sacked him, is what I have a problem with. Bringing in Potter, in theory, even though I've never rated him, the vast majority of world football did rate Potter. So if Bowley was the only one stupid enough to actually give him the chance, but everyone else was rating him. So,
do you honestly think it was purely communication? Remember what Bowley says about, oh, we just want to make sure that Thomas saw the same that we saw. Like, no one's right or wrong. It's just like we don't have any shared vision with the club. Do you honestly think it's still that? I just think there's something that in that meeting, that 5-minute meeting. I remember this like really well in the after the Zagreb game. That 5-minute meeting. That was like, what on earth could you possibly have said in that meeting?
Was that not when he got sacked?
Yes.
Yeah, so that 5-minute meeting was supposed to be in your second.
If they know they're gonna sack Tuchel, like what did it after Zagreb?
I think it's the execution. Like Prime, I agree with you in terms of if there is, as good as manager as Tuchel is, if there is a breakdown in communication and you sack Tuchel, cool. The issue is then having the person in response to that. Like they've got worse with me with the decision making. If you sack Tuchel, all right, cool. The option shouldn't be Graham Potter, and then after Graham Potter, the option should not be Frank Lampard. That's what they made the error.
Again, like I said all this before, I don't rate Potter. I don't necessarily have a problem with him being the option. But the thing is, like, we all read the reports earlier in the season that they spoke with Potter back in the summer because that's why they were communicating with Brighton for so long. It wasn't just to sign Cucurella. So if you wanted Potter to come in and the stuff that Tuchel was breaking down, why not sack him in the summer? So at least then he has, like, actual time. Now in hindsight, it's probably a good thing he didn't because we would be relegated by now. But, like, at least do things properly as a structure. That's what I kept saying. If you're going to sack Tuchel, wait until the World Cup. Sack him then, and then get your manager. Look at Bayern. If Tuchel wasn't available or Real Madrid didn't look like they were going to get Tuchel, they would not have sacked Nagelsmann.
True.
But they only sacked him because it looked like Real Madrid were going to pounce, and you can't turn down an offer like that. So I don't know. I hope we get the right man, and then we can start building. I don't mind doing this project. People keep talking about how Chelsea should abandon this project because that's not how Chelsea do things. I don't mind doing this project with young players, but get the right man to do it. Just because
Yeah.
Potter's the wrong guy doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah,
it's
but
yeah, go on.
Prime. Here's the thing: like, if you knew that you're gonna sack Potter after Villa game, surely you must have contingency plan. Like, how long is it gonna take that you appoint a new manager? It's not like a couple of weeks or so. It's been 2 weeks now since we sacked Potter. But how long did it take to find the next manager then?
There was a quick decision. They weren't going to sack him the day we lost. It was the day after.
That's the crazy part about the whole Potter thing. Like, all right, we're not gonna that's what made them fire him. The fact they sacked him after what game was it? What was his last game in charge?
Villa after the international break.
Yeah, after the international break. So it's like, all right, if he would have beat Villa, then he would have kept his job. Like, did you really hinge it on 90 minutes versus Aston Villa when you've played the way you have played previously? The fact that he went 2 games, what did he win? 2 matches?
Should have been gone after Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 matches in 16 he won, but all of a sudden it's the Villa game. Oh my god!
And that's why I say have footballing. And look, part of what we're going through, I also put on Marina and Czech. If these guys had stayed instead of fucking off, we wouldn't be in this mess either. So, like, as much as people don't rate Marina, like Lewis, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Fuck Marina.
Hey, yeah, and fuck AC. Anyway.
Fuck you, bro.
Big up to Alam as well. Yeah, we'll give him. He says, Prime got gegenpressed for questioning Sterling and called a hoe for his death of Chelsea run. Gotta give him his dues. Who called you a hoe? You know what I'm saying? No one should be saying that. That's too far. But yeah, give Prime his props in it. You know what I'm saying? He be a lot about a lot of shit when it comes to Chelsea. I'd be saying shit and I'm like, huh? I don't know. But
even Reece James pulled up injured after 30 minutes.
Yeah, because
he's suddenly stopped making runs.
He's fat. Anyway, I didn't. And the thing is, I never questioned Sterling's goal scoring ability. My whole thing was, who's going to give him service? Who's going to give him service? And everyone was like, oh, but no, Sterling. Same way you all got sucked into the hype about Lukaku and Werner and Havertz and Felix.
Let me ask you, Prime, thoughts on Felix?
I was the first person to call this. He's Timo Werner. Like, the thing is, right? I understand he's not a goal scorer. He's more of a creator. However, he is getting these chances to score. If you're getting these chances and continuously hitting the post and crossbar, I've got a problem. Because I expect you to be scoring. And you're not scoring.
What was your thoughts? Yeah, go on, carry on. Sorry.
He's not. And also, I listened. You guys did a stream, I think, a few days ago, and you guys were saying he's a baller. What do you count? Like, what is your definition of a baller? Because if you look silky, but you're not effective in what you do, are you really a baller? Because, for example, Bruno, the past few seasons, he gets goals, he gets assists, but he doesn't look good on the ball. I'd rather have someone who's effective, doesn't look good, but is effective, as opposed to have Felix who doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I think it's more like that is preference. Because when I spoke on João Felix, when I say someone's a baller, I'm just talking about their talent level. Like, I would never, I think anybody would be lying to say João Felix isn't a talented footballer. But this was the question I was going to ask you, but I'll get this off my chest again because I've said this. When we were linked with him, I had my doubts about him because of productivity. Because to me, you can do both. It's not goals and assists, but you're not productive for the team, or you're not good for the team, or you're great individually, but then you don't have no output. You can have both. And that's my issue with Bruno Fernandes is even when he's getting these goals and assists previously for United, what good is it for the team? If you're doing it to the detriment of the team, then you're not good. You know what I'm saying? You could score. Again, who scored 18 goals last season. The team is much better without him. And we haven't, Rashford has now, but we haven't replaced him with a striker who's got 18 goals. Well, all of a sudden, everybody looks better when you're not there. That's how I look at it, like with Bruno in regards to, I need to see more from him team-wise. Because, yeah, he gets goals and assists, even though that's kind of dried up. But he's not good for the team, in my opinion. But when I say baller, I'm just talking about from a talent perspective. So that's just my personal thing. Like, João Felix is crazy talent. crazy talented. Like when you just if you just listed the attributes of like what he's good at, it's a lot. But my issue was with him, what are you producing? Because you all this hype surrounded him, and people will blame the Atletico and blame Simeone's system. But we've seen Anton Griezmann ball out in that system. So is it all we've seen over attacking players ball out in that system? But yeah, go on.
You're right. And another thing about a lot of these players we've signed over the past few years, particularly the forwards, they don't suit each other. We signed Felix, who is a like false 9 or 10. Havertz is a false 9 or 10. Sterling is a goal scoring inside forward. Madueke and Mudryk are both wingers. Mount is a 10 or an 8. I know we didn't sign him, but he's part of the equation. You've got Werner, who's an inside forward as well. Lukaku is a ball to feet off the shoulder striker. Bamiyang kind of the same. All these players don't suit each other. So why does anyone have hope that it's going to work?
Again, it's, you know what it is. I think it's just hope. You know what I'm saying? And like because you're a Chelsea fan, so Chelsea fans are just gonna hope because they're Chelsea fans. Like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's but it's it. And Broja got injured. He did his ACL to HKN. And big up for the super chat. He says we could possibly see United without Bruno and Rashford Thursday. Watch us ball out. The thing is, if we do ball out on Thursday, I won't be like we are. That's 100% shows that we're better without Bruno and Rashford. Are we better without Rashford? No. Rashford is key to what we've done this season. Are we better without Bruno? I don't know. I went to Seals without Bruno. I've been saying this for the longest, just to see. Because I don't think he's good enough for where Manchester United want to go. And I've had back and forth today. Man United yesterday, I had a big back and forth with a lot of the Bruno stands in the chat in regards to it. That I just don't think he's good enough. And he's not. Well, yeah, I need a bigger sample size. Black Diamond said it there, without Bruno. That's why I'm so irritated that Sabitzer got injured, because that's the midfield I wanted to see. Casemiro, Eriksen, Sabitzer, just to see how it looks. But now it's going to be Casemiro, Fred, Eriksen. Yeah, go on, fam.
One game is not big enough. It's nowhere near a big enough sample size to judge anything.
Facts. But I had Manchester United fans in here telling me, oh, we play much better with Bruno, we need him. Okay, what's the sample size? Well, we lost 3-1 against Aston Villa without him. So that means that we're better with him. Okay, what about when we lost 6-3 to Manchester City? What happens when we lost 7-0 to Liverpool? What happens when we lost 2-0 to Newcastle? What happened when we drew 2-2 against Sevilla, etc.? Nah, that's not his fault. You can't just blame him. Well, if we're going to credit him, we need to also criticize him then when he's playing a part of these teams. He's been a part of all of our worst defeats this season. Is it all on him? No. But and to Jack, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, go on, players. Yeah. Bruno suspended. I won't call Bruno a key player, but that's just me. I don't go that far. He's just always there.
He is.
It's payable, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? I think he's a key player in name only.
Listen, we have Felix. Stop him playing.
That's another thing someone hit me with as well, because I was on Saeed show. This was last week Sunday, and I was criticizing. I was talking about Felix, criticizing. Same thing I said to you, Prime. And they was like, "Yeah, João Felix would be United's best attacker." I said, "Okay, that may be true, but he's Chelsea's best attacker, and they're 11th." And the man shut up, didn't say anything. It's like, what are we talking about?
He's not even our best attacker.
Who do you think's your best attacker?
Can't answer the question.
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I'm asking.
I know this is rich coming from me. But I think the disrespect Sterling's got this season has been unfair.
Agreed.
And that's based on the fact that people thought he would be Hazard. And I said this back in the summer. People expect him to be Hazard. And when he doesn't do Hazard-type things and he doesn't ball out, people are going to criticize him. I don't think Sterling has been any worse than Havertz, Felix, Mount, and the rest of them. Sterling is actually trying. But when Frank brought him on and he's playing wing back, what do you expect him to do?
That's wild. Yeah, wing back is crazy. I'm saying, yeah, wing back is crazy. But HKN, we need again big up for the super chat. We need Rashford back like ASAP. We need him back in the team. Here Garnacho could be back, which is cool as well. Yeah, go on, Prime.
Warrior J93. There's no point striking about Bowley because he signed a clause or something where he can't sell for a decade, so it doesn't make a difference.
Bruh, mad. That's crazy. To Red Dead as well. United TV says flawless. You watching the Tank Ryan fight? Yes. I'm gonna try watch the Tank Davis Ryan Garcia fight. I know it's this Saturday as well. I'm looking forward to it. But if I don't watch it live, I'm gonna watch it back after the live. 110%. I'm trying to catch that. Without doubt, I am. Big up to Jacko as well.
Hey, Black Diamond, I will never wash my cheeks again. So.
Huh? Wait, what?
What?
Wait, what? What?
What?
What? What?
I can't lie. I got
just this again. All the views expressed by panelists on Sarcasm City TV are not necessarily the views of.
You know what? Especially, you know what?
Okay, let's get to it because he's mentioned it already. Basically, you have Timo's crushes that went to the bridge. She kissed him on the cheek. I get that. I'm happy for you.
Which one?
I'm happy for you, minute.
No, but
was it one standing outside the pub?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, this guy's like a kid. Look at his face, man. He happy. Look at him.
Happy, man.
You're over there blushing, man. Look at him.
If it's what I think it is, fair play to you.
My God.
Wait, Timo.
I'm genuinely happy for you, man.
Timo, was this before or after you showed her the ring?
Halftime.
No, before or after you showed her the ring?
I didn't even bring the ring in the first place.
Well,
hey, props to you, Timo, man.
Astrid's banned from Stafford Bridge. Does he not?
Yeah. Shoot your shot, Timo, man. You know what I'm saying? And that shoot your shot. I respect it.
Okay, Prime,
you know
you see that, yeah?
I respect it. This guy crazy. All right, you lot get your final few questions in before we close out because we're gonna close out in the next 10 to 15 minutes or so.
Yeah,
but,
we got the playing.
Yeah. We got the playoffs, NBA playoff game on the Twitch, people. Still over 100 of you lot in here. Only at 61 likes. What's going on? Bump up the likes, you lot, man. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Bump up the likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. We're at 61 likes. Get us up to 80 likes. There's over 100 of you lot in the building. Like check 1212. Let's bump that up to 80 likes. First and foremost, I should see this like count going up. Secondly, as well, subscribe as well. We're free short of 6,330. So hit the subscribe button. It's free short. And subscribe to Lewis's channel, Carefree Lewis G. The link is underneath in the description for Lewis's channel as well. That's every live stream. You can check Lewis's live stream.
Hey, Wallace, can I go through who I would sell?
Yeah, of course. Feel free. The floor's yours. Yeah. Floor's yours.
Obviously, this is probably depending on manager, I guess, but I'd sell Mendy. I'd possibly keep Kepa just based on the fact of we have so many other problem areas to sort out that I don't think he's that much.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Can I finish? We've got so many other problem areas to sort out. I don't think he's that much of an issue yet. Silva only has 1 year, so he doesn't matter. Koulibaly has one more season to prove anything to me. Keep Fofana. I don't mind. Keep Chalobah. Get rid of Chilwell. Keep Cucurella. Reece James has one more season. Get rid of Kante. Keep Enzo. Possibly get rid of Kovacic. Get rid of Gallagher. Get rid of Mount. Get rid of Havertz. Don't sign Felix. Get rid of Aubameyang. Get rid of Lukaku. Is that everyone else? Keep Madueke. Keep RODYRGO. Is that everyone else?
I think so. I think that's everyone. Yeah, I think so.
Did you say Cucurella?
Alright, keep Cucurella, yeah.
Fair.
I don't get the abuse Cucurella gets when Chilwell's worse. I really don't get it.
I don't think Chilwell's been worse this season. I don't think so.
Chilwell is worse.
You think Chilwell's worse than Cucurella?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're gonna find out. Would you keep João Felix or would you leave him at Atletico? Would you try and sign him?
depends if we're going to play a system that's suited towards him.
What system do you think suits him?
Playing with a false 9.
Okay. Would you like to see you play with a false 9? Are you with that? Or are you against it? With the players you have?
No, because I don't think the only goal scoring inside forward we have is Sterling. And Madueke and Mudryk, who seems to be what we're building towards the future. They're wingers, so you might as well go towards that. I think Sterling can play in any system really and shine, so we don't need to get rid of him. But Felix, I think he can go back to Atletico Madrid. He's not. But I think Felix, and I don't want to spend that much money on a backup player. So
Yes.
I think the $1 million question is who's our new manager first. Then
that is the big. I
question. Want Julian Nagelsmann.
You want Nagelsmann? That's what you're with. Yes. How come you're so with Nagelsmann? The long-term project.
Yes.
Okay, first.
I think he's one of the best. He's one of the best managers out.
You lot continue again to get your questions in. We're going to close out in the next 5 to 10 minutes or so. Members specifically as well. I'll get to your questions. I'll start them. Ali here says Bruno is very important to our team. I disagree, but you know what I'm saying? I disagree. I just think he's always there. That's what it is. I think just because you're always there doesn't make you important to our team. Important to a team, sorry. That's just me personally. Same way when we've had Fred and McTominay playing week in, week out, I don't think they was important to the team. They was just always there. That's it. I don't think what he does is irreplaceable. I don't think it's anything special. I don't think it's anything magnificent. This is why you never hear rival fans advocating to try and take Bruno. This is just not that good.
Not gonna lie, I take Bruno.
Yeah. But look, you're 11th. That's why you take Bruno. That's a poor
indictment. Yeah. But I've always said I take Rashford, and people laugh. So
Rashford I got because at least Rashford had shown success, had an amazing season and shown he's got more. What's the word I'm looking for? He's just got more. He's just got better. He's just got more attributes than Bruno. When you're quick and direct, you're gonna have some. You can have some form of success. You can. And when I say this, won't take him. I'm talking if Chelsea are building a team to go win a league title, they're not taking Bruno. That's the point I'm making when I say that, people. Liverpool are looking to get back to where they get to. They're not trying to build
Sorry, Paulus. Speaking of the second half,
talk about
Sterling was playing right wing back. Mudryk came on to play. It looked like left centre mid. I don't know what he was playing. Reece James was playing in a 2-man midfield. What were we doing? It was such a mess. Hey, Lewis, don't speak. That's your manager.
Fuck you, that ain't my manager, bro.
That's your manager.
You're allowing Prime, man. Get off it.
No. Don't allow him. That's your manager. Don't run from the ground.
That is not my fucking manager.
That is your manager.
To be fair, Prime, Lewis is strong right now, so.
Hey, wait, I don't care. When we lose 4-0 to Arsenal, and you've got to do that the review stream on your channel, hold that, bro. We are going to. Do you think I care? We're going to Emirates. We are going to give them a guard of honor. We'll get battered 4-0.
Guard of honor? You think the title will be done by then?
Yes, we are giving them a guard of honor, bro. It'll be
brilliant. The title will be done in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
When do you play? Is it not the 2nd of May?
I don't. Whatever. I don't.
We played them in 2 Tuesdays.
Bro, in order to wake up this fan base, I need something drastic to happen. And if Arsenal winning a league title, I don't care, bro.
Disgrace.
Dan said, "What do I think of Evan Ferguson? I think he's a very good striker, and these clubs should just leave him alone.
I agree.
Let him develop."
I agree.
Let him develop because they ain't even had a full season yet. And to someone who asked me as well, let me get to that. I know it was Danny you asked who said, where was it? Flawless, who you got winning the fight, Tank or Garcia? I think Tank wins. I think Tank will stop him. He just hits. He's like a lightweight Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He's just got that one punch that can just change your fight in 1 second. So yeah, I think Tank, but I think it's going to be good still. Chris said, is everyone now in agreement Felix is all flash, no end product? I think so. I don't see too many people defending him now.
When I said this about Werner, that in his first season, he got, I think, 27 or 27 GA. And people mocked me and called me a Werner fan. And I said, no, if Werner can do it, what's Havertz's excuse for not scoring goals? What's
Yeah.
Felix's excuse? What's Mount's excuse?
Yeah.
If Werner can score goals and he's not good, if Bruno can score goals and he's not good, what's everyone else's excuse? No one else has excuse because these guys are meant to be ballers. But yeah, everyone will mock me and say I don't know what I'm talking about. But it's okay. At least we got vibes.
Marcel, I'm presuming it was this one, but if it's not, write it again and I'll answer it. But I'll answer this anyway. I did start this. If Arsenal don't win the league and United finish third with the League Cup, who had a better season? United. They finished second with no trophies. It's like, I've seen my team finish second, countless occasions, under our worst ever Premier League manager. Terrible season. If you finish second, like I don't do up them things. I don't celebrate second place. So to me, yes. Third with the League Cup, yes, because we'll be back in the Champions League. Trophy is what it is. That's over my original estimation. I mean, over my original like objection. Where I was at, no objection. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm saying? My original what I wanted to happen. I know that's not the right word, but it's late and you don't know what I mean. But yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. I can't remember the word off the top of my head.
I mean,
go on.
like if you don't win the league, I said this at the start of the season. If you don't win the league, who cares where you finish in the top four? Aside from bragging rights, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
So for me, I'd rather like finish fourth and win a trophy as opposed to finish second and not win anything. And what's funny is, I think Arsenal will win the league. But if they don't, Arsenal fans are going to try and make out like it's a better season. When 5 years ago, when Spurs fans were having fugazi title races and finishing second and third, and Arsenal finished fourth and won the FA Cup, Arsenal had a better season.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like second is nothing that, again, everyone's different. Like everyone has different, like what they want their team to do. Just for me, any United season I look back on as a United fan, I've never celebrated. When we've come second, I forgot about. I don't care. And if we didn't win a trophy, I'm not fussed about. I remember us winning trophies, whether that's Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, FA Cups. Throw League Cups in there as well. Like I remember this season because we won a League Cup and it was our first trophy in a long time, and it was Ten Hag's first trophy, and we over exceeded my expectations this season massively already. I'm over the moon with what's going on at United. We've won a trophy. I think we'll finish comfortably in the top four, which I did not expect at the start. And we're into a quarterfinals with potential semi-final in the Europa League and a potential final in the FA Cup. We're on for a treble. Not the treble, but it's a treble. The fact that we're on for that, I'm over the moon. I can't even believe it's on the cards. And we're 3 games away in one competition. Sevilla, if you want to say 4. So 4 games away in one competition and 2 games away in one from 2 more trophies. If someone would have said that after already having a trophy that mid-April, I'd be sat here talking about that. I would have been like, yo, what are you smoking? So the fact that we're there is cool. I said I wanted us to be one of the top 4 teams in the country again, not to finish in the top 4 and to get into the Champions League. That should just be the bare minimum. So we can go into Champions League and not get embarrassed. I don't want what happened to Chelsea to happen to United, and I've seen it happen. We got embarrassed last year. Not scoreline-wise, but when Atletico Madrid beat us, it was embarrassing. I was embarrassed watching that because we got beat by an also run and we didn't even put up a fight. Like Real Madrid, Prime has said it. You know what I'm saying? Victor said it. Oliver Lewis has said it. Everyone on here has said it. They were in second gear the entire time, and they brushed Chelsea aside.
Bro,
that's embarrassing. I've seen my side. I'm not saying that just because I'm United fan. I've seen that happen to Manchester United, where we've been brushed aside in Europe. So that's why I say I want us to be one of the top 4 teams in the country. Yeah, go on, fam. Go on, bro.
We're lucky we didn't face like Bayern because we could have got battered.
Yeah. Well, for real. That's what I'm saying. And to Joel, who says the night before you played Sevilla, it was hilarious. You guys were so confident that we were going to win. And I'm still confident, Joel. You know what I'm saying in that? And I'm still confident. I don't let one result shake me. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, I'm here. And I'm still confident we beat them man in the second leg. Because they're not a good side. I stand by everything I said.
I remember that stream. Like, the thing is, there is an argument to be made about United against Spanish teams, but no one brought it up. United's history against Spanish teams is not the best.
It's not the
No
best,
one
but we've done
mentioned
well
that.
but we've done well this season against them.
True, you have. But the thing is, no one brought that up. Everyone kept saying Sevilla's Europa League heritage as opposed to
United against Spanish teams.
in general, yeah. But
Yeah.
again, we'll see. United should still beat Sevilla, so
Yeah,
won't make a
we'll
difference.
beat Sevilla. I'm still confident. Still very confident. 110%. And again, to it was Abdi. I know someone mentioned Bruno, and he was like, "Oh, with the Joel says injuries will kill you." We've had injuries. Like it's fine. Who's injured? Martinez is injured. Varane is injured. Rashford's injured. Sabitzer we can throw in the mix as well if you really want to throw Sabitzer. Other than that, injuries are going to happen. We'll beat Sevilla. If we don't beat Sevilla, these players should be ashamed of themselves. If we don't go there and win. I'm saying that they should be 100%. So Chris, who says it's football though, you never know, but you can say that statement in front of anything. United could be playing Accrington Stanley tomorrow or on Thursday. And it's football, Like, no, I judged it based off what I see. And when I watched them, I'm like, no, these men are terrible. It's just that we were bad in that first leg. And to someone who said, oh, after Bruno, we crumbled. Even when we went 2-0 up, our performance was shocking. We were shit in that game. Don't get it mistaken, people. Manchester United was shocking in that game. I keep saying this, shout out to Peter. Too many people do results-based analysis. Whereas if you're winning, you're playing well. If you're losing, you're playing poorly. No, it doesn't always work like that. It doesn't always work like that.
Because everyone's trying to be like pundits, that's why.
Yeah, it's like, yo, but that's just lazy. United's performance against Sevilla was not good. It wasn't good in that first leg at all. Like outside of the 2 goals, when we had that 5-10 minute period, we were not good. What did we create? What did we control? It's just that Sevilla was so shit. They couldn't do anything going the other way. And it took us going down to 10 men and them to score 2 deflected goals for them to equal the game. Now all of a sudden everyone talking about heritage. Because when we was 2-0 up, no one was talking about heritage. It's like, yeah, United should see this out. And that's what I'm talking about. Too much results-based analysis. That performance from United was no different, or not too different to the performance against Fulham when we went through 3-1. But the difference is we won the game. It's not too different to a performance against Newcastle when we lost 2-0 and everyone was talking about it. It's crazy, but each to their own.
Hey man, I test first, bro.
Yeah, it's all mad. Right, that's it. You man are jokers. Keep it clean in the chat, you lot. Jesus Christ, keep it clean. But yeah, Joel, I'm still confident, like I stated anyway. But that's it. Lewis, let me know what you got coming up tomorrow before we close out.
Madrid stream. Just
more vibes. Let's go.
What time, man? What time?
Probably 3 or just whenever I finish gym.
All right, cool. You know what I'm going to do, people? I will send everyone to Lewis's stream so you can hit the like button once we end this. You hit the like button, hit the notification bell, because that's going to be a good stream. I will be there.
That's going to be a therapeutic one.
Hey,
I will be there.
Hey, Lewis, I'll leave work early. Send me the link.
This guy's a prick.
Hey man, I'm glad I'm working from home, man. Tomorrow, let's go.
This guy's a prick, yo. This guy, man. And someone asked again. All of the shows you can check out the upcoming live stream schedule. It lets you know what's coming up. But Jacob says you lot watching City versus Munich game. Yes, City versus Bayern Munich versus Manchester City second leg watch along tonight. It's on the Twitch though. Like I said, check out the upcoming live stream schedule on the YouTube. Check it out on the Twitch. All the shows that are coming up, people. Make sure you're following Sarcasm City TV across all socials. Make sure you're doing that. And then that way you'll get notified every time we go live. Because we're going live in just half an hour, people, for the Suns Clippers Game 2 live on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. So download the Twitch app. Make sure you sign up for free, you download for free, and in the same way you watch on comment on YouTube, the exact same on Twitch. Anything you Chelsea man want to talk about before we leave, man? The fucking Chelsea, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wait, Lewis, are you going to any more games for the rest of the season?
Depends on if I can be asked.
Oh,
if I'll do the blogging for you, fam. It's calm. I got you.
If you don't go, would you do watch-alongs?
Probably.
Hey,
I will be there.
An Arsenal v Chelsea watch along. Lewis giving a guard of honor, man.
Oh no, I'm going Arsenal Chelsea.
Well, you're going. Oh, you're gonna experience the guard of honor live. Okay, let's go.
The title ain't gonna be done in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
hey,
right.
Lewis, and people said it wouldn't get worse with Frank. So.
Hey, I can't lie. I'm a dickhead for believing that because I felt for that.
But Timo, you're the one that said It's not your fault, Potter. It's the player. So you say a lot of things.
What a dick and I with that one, innit? I can't believe I said that. My head was gone at that point, bro. I'm glad I lead that shit, fam.
You man blaming Flawless and we're 11th in the league, man. Have shame.
This is ridiculous, man. Blame me, you know. Like I'm out there, blame me.
Nah, it's Flawless. It's Flawless.
Don't get it twisted. It's always fuck Flawless, but this time it's not his fault.
This guy.
Exactly. Fam, you know it, man.
Now, to be fair, Flawless did jinx it earlier about that Joe Day hashtag, though.
What? How did I jinx it? And C1 said it. How did I jinx it?
Did say Joe Day is the hashtag.
Hey, Joe Day, man, stay with us, bro. Word to C1. You know what I'm saying?
We all fell for that shit.
You know what? When I say C1 jinxes players, before C1 said Jaude, he was actually playing well for us. Every player C1 stands does badly.
Oh my god. That being said, yo, Lewis, if you're not going to games and you need someone to do blogs and fan cams, I got you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you out.
I'll let you know, bro.
Chat to Alex, man. Innit? I'll even do it for half the price, and I'll do it for 50% of what you do. You know what I'm saying? And
Might as
Why you
well.
laughing, T-Boy?
Fuck it.
I'm saying that's what it is. Hey, you lot in the chat, why are you lot wilding out? How come Prime can say, yo, fuck you, it's always fuck Flawless, and we can laugh and joke, but you lot can't get along in the chat? You know what I'm saying? Victor ain't said nothing for the past 10 minutes, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, Flawless. You know what I'm saying? This you lot are jokers, man.
You know
Chill
this,
out
man.
in the chat. Exactly what I'm saying is we can do that, and we can show, man. We can be cool. But you lot in the chat, just chill out, man. Ridiculous.
I'm not reading the chat. What's going on?
Yeah, the chat, I don't know what's going on, man. These lot, just yo, if you lot can't like behave, I'll just time everybody out. You know what I'm saying? And that, relax. Chris said, sorry, he's playing in the NBA Flawless. Which round? It's round 1. It's the Suns versus the Clippers. Game 2. The Clippers won game 1.
It's the East Coast, Atlanta, Boston, Celtics, and then New York Cavs at the moment. Then the West one tipping off at half.
Yeah. It'll probably tip off at like 3:15.
Yeah, Boston's leading 2-0 to up anyway. So,
In the space of 2 years, we've gone from winning the Champions League to being in the relegation battle.
You're not quiet, man.
Flawless, don't do this. We're in a relegation battle. Don't do this.
You're not in a relegation. You're 12 points clear.
I didn't. We're in a relegation battle.
You're 12 points clear. You'll be alright.
Well, okay. We're in a relegation battle.
I've seen, right, we have a laughing stock, Chelsea 0, Real Madrid 2 review. That's Lewis's stream. So when this ends, we'll take you directly to there. Why are you laughing? That's what Lewis titled it. Why are you laughing, yo?
This is the game where we're a laughing stock.
That's what he said?
Not when
Lewis
we couldn't be, not when we couldn't be. Hey, no, that's cool, man. Vibes. And we don't play Man United this weekend, man.
No, we don't. Yeah.
I'm glad we got a week.
Hold on. Are you really though? Because then we're gonna have, once Rashford comes back with Martial, do you want to face that?
Hey, Prime, man, make sure you get tickets for the game, man. I'll get
Yeah,
you
Prime.
tickets.
I've never been to a Chelsea game, and I don't plan on going anytime.
Yeah, Prime. You can go to women's game if you want. I can give you my ticket anyway.
Nah, I've been invited to women's games. I'm not going.
Really?
All right, we're gonna close out anyway, people. Love to everyone that's locked in. Anything you Chelsea man want to add before we leave?
Up the Lakers. I'm on basketball now. Basketball hype this season. Let's go. Hey, at least my winning though. Let's go.
Yo, why you reading like that?
Holy kick, right.
Yeah, and hella feedback.
Okay?
Yeah, he's good. Chris says Rashford supposedly going to be back. Back for when? Back for what? Back for when? What, the game against Sevilla? Let's hope so. You know what I'm saying? Heard him and Shaw going to be ready for Thursday. That means they'll play. If we're hearing right now that they're going to be ready, they'll both play. And Luke Shaw and Rashford being back and help us out so much, because then that means we don't have to play Maguire. So no Maguire, that works. If we play Shaw and Lindelof, that works. But all right, people, anyway, we'll be back. You know what I'm saying? We're back, like I said, in half an hour, people, for the Clippers Suns. Well, Suns Clippers, I should say, game 2. And then we're back on the YouTube channel. No, we're back on the Twitch. You know what I'm saying? 8 p.m. Bayern Munich versus Manchester City Champions League watch along on the Twitch. And then following that, the Manchester United Liverpool show that you normally get tonight. but I moved the Q&A to tonight. So you'll get that tomorrow night. Myself and Saint talking all things Manchester United and Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool won 6-1 against Leeds, so we'll be discussing that. Manchester United, obviously, in action tomorrow in regards to the Sevilla game, so we'll be discussing that. So yeah, Marcel, hope to see you lot on the Twitch. Hope to see everyone here who's locked in on the Twitch as well. But this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in, and Lampard in, up the Chelsea.